Round two. Mike. I'm gonna let the lyrics pop.
Let me introduce you now to Cool and the gang. A bunch of UK boys, Star Wars, Lego fans. We got Willie, Kiki, clean with us, alternating boxer boys. Then the stop motion, maestro, Slurpee, make some noise. And Englishmen, Irishmen, and Welshmen walk into a bar. Skip the beers, dance, cool, we only want that galaxy far. So settle in, grab a cup of tea, relax and unwind. Cool and the gang got the stream that's gonna ease your mind. Cool on, would like to welcome on to a cool hangout where we can chat and
I feel like I could do a crip walk to that music. The beat just hits like. Let's get some background music this time. We missed it last time.
There's Muggsy lad already.
Muggsy, the legend that is. I didn't realize. I didn't put two and two together. I think you might have told me before, but I didn't put two and two together and realize that it was that Shea Mulligan. Is it Shea Mulligan?
Aye, that's Muggsy lad, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same guy. I don't know. Oh shit! I've just said his name. I don't know. Perhaps he didn't want me to do that. But I didn't realize it was the same person. So he messaged me something randomly, and I was like, "Yeah, great, mate. Thanks. Well done." Like, and then I was like, "Wait, are you the same?" I just recognized the name. I think so. Anyway, bit of fruit salad.
He told me that it was like, I think you said in the voice note, like issues with the links. So he said like, suggested like a link tree.
Yeah. And, I didn't end up doing that in the end, just because it was just too much work. I didn't have the time. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm beat. But here we are, and we've just been palmed off by Jen. What a lovely lady. One of my favorite Instagram and one of my favorite streamers all over, because she's just so, I don't know, it's just so wholesome. And it's like, I feel like I'm watching one of those cookery programs where you just kind of, you feel like you're in the room with her and you enjoy her company. And it's like, just a genuinely nice, there's a lot of nice people out there in this community, but just such a nice person. And obviously a shout out to Remy, aka, or Remington, aka Remy, her Rottweiler, I think it is, but he's kind of a big softie. And yeah, so look, obviously Jen was building a little set, and I did mention that she's known for building her bigger sets. But I don't think I've been able to tune in to Sip and Build a sequel for a while, because it's usually an awkward time of day for me. But yeah, and if anyone didn't notice, I put in the chat there, "Are you okay to go till 8:30?" Because I'm looking at my time, and she was like, and it's like, what, 3:30 or whatever it is there, and she was like, "Oh wait a sec, no, my bad, not 8:30, Christ, no." But my timing is all over the place with all these time, because I'm doing everything in Eastern. It's just getting me so confused.
It's been straight whenever you sent the schedule, because it started midnight our time.
Yeah.
And it kind of threw me off whenever I seen the Eastern times, and I was like, "What? Like, are we starting at 7 o'clock? I'll stop starting an hour after I get home from work." It's like, no.
Yeah, well, and I was like, shit, it's nearly 7 o'clock. I better go and jump on the stream. And then, like, wait a second. No, I'm on about, no, it's another like 5 hours away yet. Anyway, we'll do a quick shout out of the chat. I see Brick by Brick Together is back there. I assume, mate, I didn't throw you out the link because I just assumed you were going to be busy with your young'un. If you want the link, mate, let me know, and I can throw it out to you. Come back on. It'll be like the return. I mean, we're only on for about just over 20 minutes, and then we're handing over to the coolest, youngest guy in the Lego community, JoelzBrix. So we'll talk about that in a sec. So we got Ultra Bricks.
I might hop on his stream too then. Might ask for a wee link too.
Ultra Bricks, I apologize, mate. I did post somewhere. There was a bit of a mix-up, but I did post somewhere that we were going to be going when Jen finishes, so give her a bit of fluidity. But I think when I published the schedule, I didn't actually update it properly, so it was still showing us going live from 8, and I'd scheduled it from 8, which was a mistake anyway, because we shouldn't have closed the other one. So that was a bit of extra work for me in the meantime. But yeah, so no, we've postponed till 8:30. But obviously, Matthew, you picked that one up, so well done, mate. Muggsy lad, big dubs, love you. Lock in, boys, yeah, man. The sizzle sandwiches dry, back for more mayo, nice. And Mayo might be joining us. Mayo might be joining us. And speaking of sandwich, I took all that time, empty my dishwasher, loaded my dishwasher, and have a quick tidy up, using the toilet, making some tea, grabbing some snacks, and making a sandwich. And that's all I've done. So I haven't actually eaten the sandwich. So I'm going to be the rudest guy in the world and eat food while streaming, which is going to be fun because, as you can see, the man Slurpee is doing some stop motion, so he's not going to be as active. I'm going to be chewing.
Yeah.
It's going to be world class entertainment, guys.
This is the filler episode before Joel. So before I don't even know if I can flip my camera around in StreamYards.
Yeah, tell us what you're doing, mate.
Oh fuck.
Where's he gone? So Slurpee has just left the building. Must be having some tech dips. Back on. Hopefully, you can talk us through which is. I'm gonna spoil it. Oh, Christ, we can have it back into.
Right. It's not letting me. So our icon on StreamYard is like that, like strange Santa figure. So I got this guy out, and this like little freak.
That was the one I was thinking of. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah. This is like the younger cousin, because it's like the other one was just like a 1x2 piece, and this is like a completely strange square mold of the head.
Oh right, okay.
So for anyone in the chat who's listening, I'm like, right, I'll try and make a wee. I've never done a YouTube short before. So I'm thinking, right, I might do one where he gets killed he gets impaled or whatever with a lightsaber by this guy. This is the evilest guy ever.
Yeah.
Just a classic.
Standard.
But I've got pieces here to change his facial expression to like the Benny happy face, and then maybe play around with that too. But I'm going to animate it in the next couple of hours. It's going to be very quick and rough, but I'll not bore everyone with the details, but I will bore everyone with the details. So whenever you do stop motion or even any kind of filmmaking, there's so many frames per second. I'm sure a lot of people are somewhat aware, like video games, they're like 30 or 60 FPS, and that's how many images are generated in a second to create the movement. And the way I work would be like 12 frames, so that means I take 12 photos, which make up a second. A lot of professionals do maybe like 24 or 30, and I'm 12 is quite low. It's actually, well, it's definitely quite common now for Lego. I've noticed that, but I've decided on call today I'm going to change it to 15. Now it's only an extra 3 frames, but that's still quite a lot. So I'm just going to play around and see what happens. It'll only be like a quick 10-second stop motion anyway. It'll take a few hours to do, and then I have to do the edit as well. So, I mean, that's what he looks like there. I don't know if you can see if it's focused on the camera, but nah, I don't think it is. But I've got the old laptop going here. I don't even think I can flip my camera around. We can. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's mirrored. Oh god, let me fix that. That's a mess. That.
Oh, it's backwards. Yeah.
There we go.
Third one down.
Yep, that's us now. So finally, that's what it looks like. I'm just doing something simple on plasticine. I actually don't have access to the attic right now because it's absolute. Well, I do, but it's really, really cold. So I've just kind of moved everything in this room to one end, and yeah, that's what it'll look like. I'm going to crop in because if I zoom in, you can see at the bottom. Oh god, plasticine. I'm going to crop just above it in the edit about there. So I don't know if anyone does stop motion or anything like that, but there's all different types of software. And well, the one I'm using is Anima Shooter Capture. And I'm actually like breaking a lot of rules while doing this. Oh, what the fuck? Cannot open. What the fuck? Oh no, please tell me it'll work. There we go. There it is, live feed. We've got live bites and live feeds going on here. Right, so let's see if I can create a new project. What time's Joel starting at? Joel's like at 9?
9 o'clock, yeah, that's why I'm just doing filler basically, and then I might hop on this because as it happens, my fiance is out for a work do, and when she gets in, which is going to be like super late, like gone 11 o'clock, she's going to be going straight to bed. So I might knock about for a bit, but try and decide whether to stay up later and catch some of the streams that are early hours, or to get up earlier and catch some of those. I can't do both.
Yeah. But, I might hop on Joel's. I mean, I might need a link anyway, but yeah, this is us. Oh, hell yeah.
So we got 7 people viewing. I didn't do the PSA because by the time I went through it, the whole California Foundation thing, we would have been closing because we were literally here for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a gap filler. But guys, the link is in my Instagram. I'm not going to put the link in here again. By the time I do it, we'll be closed. But if you head to the link on the next stream, which is Joel's, or go to my last stream, the link is in the chat there. It's also in the description for this video. Hit the link, go over, give a donation. We'll really, really appreciate it, whether it be a penny, a cent, a quarter, a dime, a nickel, a dollar, 50 pence, 20 pence, pound, whatever you can spare. And obviously, if you're so inclined, make sure that you put your donation as anonymous so that we don't get to see how much you've donated, but we will see that you have donated, and therefore you can still get into the prize draw. So chat's gone a bit quiet. There's 7 people lurking. Guys, just let us know.
We're all getting ready.
Yeah, they're all getting pumped, ready for Joel's. But guys, if you're in the chat, let us know. What are you up to?
Is this flipped or? I think that's. Is this? Am I mirrored? Yeah. No, I think I'm okay. Anyway, I'm just taking a couple of blank shots because I just want to see if there's any flicker issues or anything like that. It keeps saying missing subcomponent, which is making me a little nervous, but yeah, breaking all the bloody rules when it comes to doing anything. Bricks by Wally is Shay. What's your favorite chocolate in a celebrations box? Mine's is Malteser. You're muted.
Galaxy Caramel.
That's great. But I like when it came to like our work thing a while ago, they just go around with a box of celebrations and heroes. But everyone takes 1 or 2 each, but I kind of walk off and they fill up my pockets with it. And I just go in and I don't care. Like,
everybody in the chat, what's your favorite chocolate celebrations box? That includes you, Muggsy. You can't ask a question or answer it yourself. Hi, Brix. Brixby Wally. Nice to have you aboard, mate. I don't recognize the name, but you're very most welcome here. We're only going to be on for a few more minutes. We're a gap filler. But yes, and he's building the Arc 170. Now, is that the newest Arc 170 or one of the 2 older versions? I'm assuming it's the newer one. And do we see a Pantera t-shirt?
Yeah.
Did you have a wardrobe swap between? Because I'm sure you were wearing let me say it, Motley Crue.
I'm wearing that underneath. Yeah,
right.
big fan of music, good and bad. Motley Crue are like a guilty pleasure of mine. But
Sorry, I don't really want to be chewing into the mic.
there's a noise going on right now. I don't know if you can hear the guitar playing, but
I can't hear shit.
no. Chat, can you?
I can only hear myself.
Can
chewing.
chat hear guitar? Shay, absolutely Maltesers.
That is
No
a
worries,
strong
Brix by Wally.
contender.
I'm new here. Thanks for having me. Just did the 2005 for my Ziploc storage bag storage. Now doing 2025. Yeah,
Mate, you are most welcome here. Come back. We do a regular show, Cool Hang Luke, if you like this kind of setup, although it's usually a bit more professional, I guess.
New York.
But every Sunday. And we're streaming. We're about halfway into it now. We're still streaming right through to Sunday night. So go and check out my Instagram and all the information's there. Or you can go over to my community tab and it'll show all the people who are streaming and a schedule for the whole of the weekend. Really love to get you on throughout the weekend, somewhere along the lines, depending on your timeline. And remember, if you go over to, in the chat, you've got somebody called Brick Dynasty. Go over to their YouTube. I don't mind if you do that now. It literally takes 30 seconds. Go over to their YouTube and there, look for the live that's going tonight between 10 p.m. and midnight. Like that stream, sub to their channel, and read the description for the show that's going live tonight. There's an opportunity for you to win some Star Wars Lego sets. So if you want to expand that collection, mate, head on over there. You can also find those details on my Instagram as well. So he's in New York. Oh, what part of New York are you in? I say recently, about 2 years ago, I went to New York and I loved it. I managed to visit all 5 boroughs. And my fiance just couldn't comprehend the fact that when we were like right on the outskirts of Queens, and she was like, "Oh, we should head back to the city now." And I'm like, "We're in the city. What do you mean?" She said, "No, New York City. No, we're still in New York City. We're like 3 hours away from Manhattan, but as long as we're in Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, or obviously Manhattan, we're in New York City." I don't think she comprehended the idea that there were actually other parts of New York that were not in the city. And that kind of blew my mind as well, because that's how huge it is. But anyway, USA, yeah, mate. Look, we have most of the people in the chat, I think, are from USA, or at least a lot of them are. Oh, it came over from Sip and Build. Great. Oh, it's always nice to adopt one of Jen's viewers. Such a lovely lady. Upstate, not the city. Oh, so like Catskills, where they shot Dirty Dancing, and where Mike Tyson was from. I'm 3 hours away from the city. Yeah, well, Christ, I was 3 hours away, and I was still in the city. That's just crazy to us over here in the UK. But whereabouts, mate? I mean, obviously, don't tell me the exact address, but I do know parts of New York. Although we didn't really leave the city as such. We went to New Jersey, we went to Philadelphia. So we did 3 states effectively in that trip. So further than the Catskills. Binghamton. Oh, not heard of that. But wow, yeah, nice to have you aboard, mate.
I'm guessing it's unethical to plug our YouTube channels to Brix by Wally then.
Well, he's already here, so he already knows mine.
Well, Brix by Wally. My channel, if you type in Lego Builder Studios or Matthew Slurpee McWigan, give it a gander. I don't really upload anywhere near as regular as like any kind of content creator, because I do mostly stop motion. But I'm Cool Hands co-host, and we did the show and started it really by doing it twice a month, and then I think we've done somewhat weekly the past while, and then obviously this week's an anomaly because of this 48-hour stream. You know, there's multiple Cool Hand streams going on, like even including this filler one. But it's yeah, I just realized I've got absolutely nothing done right now. I'm just still trying to get this set up. But
It was like
yeah, no, I hate.
you build it in the last stream. It's difficult.
Although I'm gonna definitely for Jules, I'm gonna jump on, but I'm not gonna like talk. He can do a lot of the talking.
Yeah.
But no, I always have to do a shameless promo because who's gonna do it? And I don't have my little @ underneath my name right now, so.
So what's what's for tea? Well, do you mean literal tea? Because we've got a lavender and tobacco, I think it was, or something random like that. I don't know. It's not particularly nice. We've also got some reduced whoopsies from the co-op I picked up yesterday when I was in there grabbing the latest Star Wars magazine. Oh, that's what I should have done for this little show. I should have gone and done a live buy at the co-op around the corner. Should I do that on Jules? It'd be easier if I'm not in charge of it. Should I do that on Jules?
I think so, yeah.
Do a live buy. Anyway, so we got some custard donuts, and when my fiance saw these, she was like, "Ugh, why have you bought custard donuts?" I was like, "Because A, because I like
They're
them,
nice
and
though.
B, because I don't have to share them with you." But they also didn't have any jam ones, so. But Bricks by Wally, I'm just going to give you a cheers to you for joining us. Our show is normally more structured. We normally go for about 2 to 3 hours, maybe a little bit longer sometimes. But this is just a filler. We were only on for like half an hour. We did have a show earlier. I've got another show later. I think tomorrow sometime, and then
the big one
still for you guys. And then we've got the main one, which is ending the 48-hour stream, and those ones will be a bit more structured. We'll have topics. We'll have
topics and stuff.
We'll have a few more guests. Normally, we have banners across the bottom to talk about what we're talking about. We show off some things. We have some stuff on display rather than just look at our faces. So normally the show, I think I'm sat on it good. We'll soon find out if he comes back. But this is just. I mean, the last one was a bit shoot the shit a little bit anyway. But it's just.
We got stream rated too, which is like so cool. Yeah. Like we had trolls in the stream chat. Like I've never ever had that.
I know. But anyway, Bricks by Wally, this is for you because when I was on Sip and Builds, I was so busy I didn't actually get to do any sipping or building. But I'm going to do a cheers to you, and I'm going to bust open this can of non-alcoholic beer because I don't drink, but I do enjoy beer. So this is to you, Sip and Builds, and to everybody in the chat, including Bricks by Wally, Big by Big Together. Who else we got? We got Mav in the chat at the moment. What's up, Mav? Thanks to Mav. This is a cheers to Mav as well. Those guys got a new show going on across. Is it Brick Together, Click Together, or Click Together, Brick Together? Brick Together, Click Together with Keith. And those guys do a regular show in their own sort of little sub we've got here. And they've got a new show which is called Rise and Shine. If I'm getting it wrong, Mav, I apologize. So many channels, information. I mean, that's not really an excuse because I'm in real life. But Mav, I didn't get a chance to tune into a lot of the show because I was in work. I did pop in. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. What the difference between this show and our show is that theirs is like they educate you on Lego, like fully educate you, not random stuff about how to cook an elephant trunk, but they do like proper educated. I don't know, it's almost like the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars, although they're still talking Lego, but it's more I feel like it's more intellectual and a bit more, definitely more structured than ours. We're just good at winging it, but no, the Hidden Brick, which is part of a cluster of different shows they do over on Instagram. Go and check them out. Mav Bricks and Brick Together, Click Together. But everybody in the chat. I'm not going to try and name everybody because it's going bananas. But everybody in the chat.
That's my Bricks by Wally asked, "What's my channel again?" That's it there. Matthew Slurpee McGuigan. I commented there. I am Slurpee. Bricks by Wally. So What's up, guys?
Yeah. What's
up, Joel?
I didn't get it.
What's up, Jen?
We were both watching, but we didn't get a chance to. I didn't get a chance. I was too busy making a sandwich and making some food. I didn't get a chance to actually do any sipping. So I'm sipping now, and this is in dedication to you. I don't drink, but I'm having myself a nice non-alcoholic beer. And thank you for passing the baton. I really enjoyed watching you build that little set, that little cute little snake.
I was just bricklinking that time too, so it was pretty. I
did a shout out to Remington as well earlier. You missed it, but sorry, Slurpee. What'd you say, mate?
No, I was just bricklinking while watching Jen. I think I've seen Jen's page before, and that's the first time I've caught live because obviously she streams her time, which is whenever we're fast asleep, honk shoeing, we're but it was a nice.
Wait a sec. How do you know that? Break it up. I hope you're not one of these trolls, but how do you know I'm from Barry Island?
Oh
You've been watching Gavin and Stacey and you recognise the accent because you actually got it spot on. It's either that or you are somebody I know and you're lurking. But let me know. Give us a shout out because yes, I am from the legendary Barry Island, which means nothing to anybody who's not from the UK. Mav is doing a shout out to everybody. We got to finish here, guys. Unfortunately, soon because
Joel,
we're handing over to Joel, and the last thing I want to do is rob him of any opportunity for. Cheers to putting this together. Yeah, thank you. Look, it was definitely a group effort. I might have been the banner head or the figurehead of this thing, but certainly didn't work alone. There was a lot of work going on, including my co-host here to my left, your left, my left.
I did very little. It's mostly this has all been your. As Anakin says to Obi-Wan, this has all been your operation.
Well, I know that, but I couldn't have. I also couldn't have done it alone. I say I know that. That's not really sort of selfish, but no, it wasn't even necessarily my brainchild. But I was just lucky that I was still recovering from my operation, so I'm a little bit more available than I normally am. So, and Jen, we need to kind of get together. I was hoping to do it here if you'd come sooner. But if you go over to Joel's, if you're still free, we can talk a little bit about how to stream. And if not, I put together a video of how to stream onto YouTube for a good friend of mine called JoelzBrix. And unfortunately, it took about 6 minutes to film and go through it. I was screen sharing, and that file is too big to send on Instagram. So I had to send it to him on WhatsApp. I'm not asking for people's numbers, certainly not here, but that's not what I'm suggesting. I'm just saying that it can be explained, but it's quite difficult to do just talking somebody through it. But yeah, if you use Stream-A-Thon, which is what we're using, you just see YouTube, but it's actually like a Stream-A-Thon. This like duck up in the corner. It's like a streaming application or a website that you use to stream via YouTube. And as long as you've got that, you don't need any amount of subscribers. But I definitely would. My advice to you would be, before you do anything, set up the YouTube channel first and then start promoting it. I think you said you've already got one because I said you think you had 3 subscribers. Start promoting it first. We'll promote the hell out of it first. Get people over there so you've got a bit of a crowd and then build from there. If you just try to, I mean, it can happen, but if you just try to start live streaming from nothing,
it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and not only that, but you'll get disappointed because you'll be streaming and you'll look up in the corner and they'll tell you how many people are watching and it'll be 0, and it can be disheartening and some people just jack it in. But if you promote it first, just to the people on Instagram, get them to go across, tell them when you're going to be doing it, just like you do on Sipping Builds. Get them to go across ready, like I'm going at 8 o'clock, do a countdown, do some stories, promote the hell out of it, shove it up, like literally ram it down people's throats, and everyone will be there to support you and it'll be great. And as long as your show goes well and it's planned out, it's thought out, and with Stream-A-Thon you can do things like this, put your name up on the screen. I can make banners, so I can say, I can put this up, even though that's an old one. I can put headers that we use, and this is all very, very easy play school stuff to do. Our last one, we were talking about Lego Star Wars 1999, so you can do all this kind of stuff, and it's very easy and it's free. There are paid versions of this, but this one is free. I wouldn't pay for it. So but yeah, Joel, mate, we're hopping over to you now. I'm about to pass over to you, so I'm sorry, I just got carried away explaining something to one of my good friends here. This was fun to be part of. Yeah, appreciate you, Joel. Yo, we're handing over to you now, mate. Give me a sec. Yeah, I didn't sip much either. In fact, I don't think I even took a sip. So there you go. And because I'm British, I've also got some tea. So I wouldn't be British without tea.
I've literally just been drinking Coke and Mentos, and it's like normally that's supposed to explode your face, but
well, it's just doing it inside your gut. Joel used to love to go into Barry. I still don't know where you live, Joel. I know you're a bit about telling me, but I know you live quite close to me, somewhere in Wales. But I'm obviously not going to ask for your address. But it'd be good to have an idea. I know you go into Brick.
Tastic.
Yeah.
Bricktastic.
No, what's the one? That's the ones I volunteer for. Brick. I've already forgotten. Yes, I should know. I actually work for him.
Brickfest.
It's not Brickfest. Brick Festival in the UK. There's one coming up in Newport in March. I just wondered if he was going. He just knows the accent. I'm not far from there. So where are you from, Brick It Up? Don't give me obviously exact directions, but just let me know roughly, because I've lived and worked all over Wales and in parts of the UK, so parts of England. All he needs is the cap and we will have Peaky Blinders. Ooh. I go to
He better not be talking about me, because Cillian Murphy's Irish, but he plays is it Thomas Shelby or Peaky Blinder, whatever.
What is that?
I have a.
Sorry, mate. Go on.
No, that's. Oh god, this is janky looking. Just doing the setup shot right now to see how this looks, and
yeah. Send me your email address, Jen, and I'll get that sent across to you. Brickfest. It is Brickfest. Just because I've been talking about Bricktastic lately, and obviously we're going to Brick World in Chicago later this year, so it's been a bit of a mess of bricks. So, right, guys, I've well outstayed my welcome, and if someone did this to me, I'd be really frustrated. So, Joel, you can see him in the chat. So, click on his bio there, and you can go straight to his YouTube. His description is in the description down. His link is down in the description below. You can find anything on Instagram as well if you do get lost once we've closed down. JoelzBrix is going over. It's a hangout stream. Joel, if you're still there, give me a best description of it. I'm not too far from Cardiff. Yeah, but I know Cardiff really well. So I've worked. I know the area really well. So just tell me the rough area. Don't have to put it here, obviously. But so we're handing over to Joel. Joel, how would you describe the channel? Or what it is you're doing for the next 2 hours? Because I've described it as a bit of a relax, chill out, and I'm just going to carry on doing what I've been doing here, but letting somebody else take the reins. But guys, if you get the opportunity, go over to Joel, and obviously, hopefully the first thing he's going to do, Joel, just to kind of educate you, mate, and remind you, you need to do the PSA first, talk about the charity. I know you're good at all that kind of stuff because you did the charity thing before Christmas, and just let the guys know how they can win this competition and all the rest of it. So, probably just talking, might sort some Lego. Yeah, good, mate. We're interested. We'll get together and have a little chat. So send me the link, mate, and I'll pop that in a bit when I can. But guys, we're closing out here. So from me and from Slurpee, thanks for riding with us for this little filler episode, this half-hour filler episode. hopefully you'll pop over to Joel. If not, there's plenty going on over the weekend. After Joel, we got Fit Lego Guy. And of course you're free to go over to Joel now because he's ready and waiting. And let me just quickly go through who else we got. So we got Fit Lego Guy, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. Then we've got 8 till 10 p.m. we've got JoelzBrix, and then 10 till midnight we've got Brick Dynasty. They're the people to go to if you want to win that competition. 2 Star Wars Lego sets. And then into Sunday, we got midnight to 2 a.m. Mole's Vengeance, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Brick by Brick Together, who I was streaming with earlier. And then myself, and then we've got myself and Brick by Brick Together doing a small filler episode again there. And then we got Brick Rich before church over at Instagram. Another one of my good mates there who does a cracking little show. Might get a chance to hear from Brick Bob as well if he's awake before he heads over to church. And then I've got a stream at 6 to 8 a.m. myself back here. That is on, again, all these are Eastern time. 8 till 10 a.m. we've got Bearded Bricks. And then 10 till 12 midday, you've got Hive doing his Good Morning Brick World stream. Following on from that, we've got Padawan HQ at 12 till 3. And 3 till 7 will be myself and my normal co-hosts and a bunch of other guests crowding in to say goodbye and close the stream between 3 and 7 p.m. So, guys, if you can tune into any of that, please do. And don't forget to donate. The charity links are everywhere. But that's it from us, guys. We're going to say goodbye. And I think because I love it so much, I'm just going to play the intro as an outro. And Jen, if you're still here, check this out. Go on, Slivy. Sorry, mate.
No, just thanks everyone for tuning in for this. Catch us over at JoelzBrix doing the stream there too. So thanks everyone for catching up, and stay tuned. There's going to be more, as Cool Hans says, there's going to be more cool stuff coming along. So, and
I'm just going to show off. So Slurpee, my co-host here for our main show, we created this intro.
Yeah,
I'm going to play it. It's actually an intro, but I'll play it as an outro before we go off.
Before anyone says anything, the reason that one of our co-hosts' face is shown for 7 seconds is we don't have the paid version of StreamYard, so I have his face for 6 seconds, and then on the last second I hit live to match it up well. So just in case anyone thinks their screen's like janky or whatever, no, don't worry. It's
so if you get some dodgy-looking guy who looks like a serial killer when he's got a mustache, it's just our co-host Witticky. So hold with it. And then it does launch. Give it a few seconds, and it does launch. It's for a reason. It doesn't work at the end of the stream, but it does at the beginning. So, and then that's it from us, guys. So thank you, and good night, and we'll see you hopefully throughout the stream. Go donate.